For those of you that have been following my teachings on the book of Revelation, I hope you're beginning to see how unmistakably these prophetic prophecies fit together one after another in a clear timeline of world history in the Roman earth. If you know how to interpret the code words John used, and if you become familiar with Roman history and Roman Catholic Church history, you can connect the dots easily and clearly see how these divine judgments leave their identifiable mark in the exact order they were given to John. The mistake in believing that the entire book of Revelation would not be fulfilled until the last 3.5 years before Messiah has returned has been more detrimental to us as believers than we realize. For by embracing this lie, it has caused us to separate ourselves from understanding church history over the last 1900 years. This book has been being fulfilled. The harm in that is the fact that we have treated the sacrifice of our ancestors as unimportant, and the curse in that is where we are today as a body of believers, thinking it's okay to embrace Easter, Christmas, and Sunday as Sabbath, just to mention a few of the heresies. Had we correctly interpreted the book of Revelation and taught it from generation to generation, we would clearly identify the beast system as the Catholic Church that our brethren gave their blood to fight against, and we might not have so easily crawled up in bed with that whore and lost our virginity. There is a religious Antichrist spirit that controls the papacy today that goes back all the way to ancient Babylon. Revelation tells us this in 1824, which states that in her was found the blood of the prophets and saints and of all who were slain on the earth. I want you to think about that. That same Babylonian, religious, Antichrist, murdering spirit controls the Protestant churches as well, all because of our ignorance to properly interpreting John's revelation and seeing the importance of being Torah observant. Make no mistake, the only reason we Messianic believers are beginning to see the true interpretation of John's prophecy today is because we have returned to Father's Torah, and in doing so, that yoke of bondage from that lying spirit has been broken off of us, and we can step out into the light and begin for the first time to discern clearly what the devil is up to. Truly, our life is no walk in the park, for the sacrifice of our fleshly carnal desires goes against everything this world has to offer. Ecclesiastes 1:18 says, "For with much wisdom comes much sorrow. The more knowledge, the more grief." So true are these words. For to see this world the way Father sees this world is to be associated with sorrow and grief. My joy comes from being thankful that this sleeper has finally awakened. And my goal is to see how many I can wake up in my lifetime. How about you? I'm Bill Sanford with the Torah Thought for the day.